Hello everyone, myself Isha K. Joshi, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department, VPMP Polytechnic. Today my topic is Analog Electronics. The unit name is Negative Feedback Amplifier and my topic is Advantages and Disadvantages of Negative Feedback Amplifier. Let's start with the advantages of negative feedback amplifier. There are various advantages like gain stability, bandwidth extension, noise sensitivity, reduction of nonlinear distortion, control of impedance levels. As we know, the input impedance should be high and the output impedance should be low. So it can be increased or decreased. We will discuss in detail one by one. Let's start with the gain stability. An important advantage of negative voltage feedback is that the resultant gain of the amplifier can be made independent of transistor parameter or the supply voltage variations. So, the equation AF is equal to A divided by 1 plus A beta, where AF is the gain of an amplifier with feedback, A is the gain of an amplifier without feedback, and 1 plus A beta is feedback factor, where beta is called a feedback ratio. So 1 plus A beta is called loop gain. Okay, so for negative voltage feedback in an amplifier to be very effective, any designer deliberately makes the product A into beta much greater than the unity. Therefore, in this relation, one can be neglected. This one can be neglected compared to A beta. And so, the expression will become AF is equal to A upon A beta, as one is neglected. And so, A and A will be cancelled and we will get the expression AF is equal to 1 upon beta. If AF is equal to 1 upon beta, so we can say that from this equation that the gain now depends only upon the feedback fraction. From this equation we can say that AF is equal to 1 upon beta. From this equation we can say that the gain depends only on the feedback factor beta, or we can say on the characteristic of feedback circuit. As feedback circuit is usually a voltage divider, or we can say a resistive network, therefore it is unaffected by temperature changes, variation in transistor parameters and frequency, and hence the gain of an amplifier is extremely stable. So this is one of the advantage of negative feedback amplifier. Another advantage is reduction of nonlinear distortion. A large signal stage has nonlinear distortion because its voltage gain changes at various points in the cycle. The negative voltage feedback reduces the nonlinear distortion in large signal amplifiers, and it can be mathematically proved by this equation. The equation is DF is equal to D divided by 1 plus A beta, where D is the distortion in amplifier without feedback and DF is the distortion in amplifier with negative feedback. It is clear that by applying negative voltage feedback to an amplifier, distortion is reduced by of factor 1 plus A beta, as 1 plus A beta is much greater than unity. Our next advantage is reduction of noise. Reduction of noise. As we have discussed in earlier slide, see in this slide we have discussed that the distortion can be reduced. In same way, the noise can also be reduced. Noise in an amplifier is reduced or improved in same manner as the distortion. Okay, distortion is usually introduced in the last stage of an amplifier and therefore is always within the feedback loop. Whereas the noise in an amplifier may be generated from outside source at any stage that may not be within the feedback loop. So therefore, the noise can be reduced by negative feedback only if its source lies within the feedback loop after first stage. So let us consider again this equation where A is the gain of an amplifier without feedback, N is the noise in amplifier without feedback, NF is the noise in the output signal with feedback. And from this equation, if 1 plus A beta is much greater than unity, then the noise introduced within amplifier gets reduced by the same factor 1 plus A beta. Hence, the performance of the amplifier is very much improved as the noise get reduced, distortion get reduced, and so the performance is very much improved. The next advantage is improvement in frequency response. Now feedback, as we know, feedback is obtained through a resistive network and therefore voltage gain of amplifier is independent of signal frequency. And it results that the voltage gain of the amplifier will be constant over the wide range of signal frequency. You can see this diagram here, the graph between the gain and the frequency. Here FL1 is shown. This is lower cutoff frequency. FU1 is the upper cutoff frequency. This range, the range between FL1 and FU1 shows the bandwidth without feedback. This is FL2 and FU2, which is lower cutoff frequency and upper cutoff frequency, and this range shows the bandwidth with negative feedback. The upper cutoff frequency is increased by factor 1 plus A beta and the lower cutoff frequency decreases by factor 1 minus A beta. When the negative feedback is given in amplifier, the frequency response is improved. So this negative feedback amplifier result that the voltage gain of an amplifier will be substantially constant over a wide range. See, you can see the range. It is a wide range of signal frequency, and so we can say that the frequency response of an amplifier is improved. Now another advantage of negative feedback amplifier is increase in bandwidth. To understand this advantage, we can see here the equation of gain bandwidth product. See, the bandwidth of an amplifier without feedback, this is the bandwidth of an amplifier without feedback, is equal to the separation between the frequencies. As we said, cutoff frequency upper cutoff frequency and the lower cutoff frequency. So let the A is the gain without feedback and AF is the gain with feedback. Here BW is the bandwidth without feedback and BWF is the bandwidth with feedback. Then the gain bandwidth product is given by the gain bandwidth product with feedback circuit. And if we want to derive bandwidth with feedback, so BWF is equal to A into BW, that is gain bandwidth product divided by this AF. Here with the negative feedback, the amplifier gain is reduced because AF is less than A. So the ratio A upon AF is more than unity. And since the gain bandwidth product has to remain constant, therefore the bandwidth would increase to compensate the reduction in gain. And so bandwidth is increased. So these are various advantages of negative feedback amplifier. Now let's discuss about disadvantages. As we have discussed, the gain is very stable in negative feedback amplifier and that is the advantage. But here we get the reduced gain and that is our disadvantage. So the first disadvantage of negative feedback is overall amplifier gain is reduced compared to that of basic amplifier. If we talk about the stability, there is a possibility that feedback circuit will become unstable and oscillate at high frequency. That is another disadvantage. And next disadvantage is more number of amplifiers are required in this circuit. So these are disadvantages of negative feedback amplifier. Now these are various applications where negative feedback amplifier can be used, which are electronics amplifiers, regulated power supply. It can be used in wideband amplifiers and sometimes it can also be used in special circuits like bootstrapping. So these are various applications of negative feedback. So this is all advantages and disadvantages and application of negative feedback amplifier. Next time we will discuss about the effects of negative feedback. Thank you.